Hello, and a very warm welcome. We're going to have a reflection on my first day yesterday. For those who don't know, I started a new job yesterday. I think, it's working in a factory. And, I'm going to reflect on the day. Overall, the first 2 hours, I absolutely hated it, and I was close to walking. But then it got better afterwards. Working in a factory, joinery, doors, frames, etc. Lots of wood. You got to furnish it so it's nice and smooth. Put it through the machines. Yeah, I went in. I had to wait in reception. I was told go to the canteen. We'll come and get you at 2 o'clock. No one came to get me, and I was just sat there till 2:30. So I was like, what? And then we finally went down into the work area. I just stood around till 4 o'clock. Then we had our break. And then I was like, well, this isn't for me. I'm one of those guys who likes to be active, doing something. I was just stood, basically doing nothing. There was nothing to do. And then, yeah, I was close to I was like, look, this is just not for me. But then the agency said, oh, we'll have a word. And then it was much better afterwards. It was there was stuff to do. So, yeah. I mean, you're there to work. You're not there just to stand around doing nothing. I mean, I don't like that fact at all. Um, yeah. So it was much better after 4 o'clock. The first 2 hours was a disaster. Um, But yeah, the big thing about me is I just want to get a job and have a regular job and income coming in. And the one thing is, I didn't want to go back to the job centre. Yeah, I don't have anything against people on the who go to the job centre. It's just that I hate the people who work for the job centre, like the way they talk down to you just because you're unemployed. It's wrong. So yeah, I just tried to get a job as soon as possible. I think I'm just gonna stay this week, see how it goes, see how I feel after a week, and then make a decision come Friday. That's all I can do really. I got a bit mixed emotions. First 2 hours was a disaster. I was like, this is not for me at all. Just standing around doing nothing. But then it was quite yeah, especially at the end, it was quite action packed. We were putting doors through the machine. One guy was putting the doors on, and I was basically stacking it on the pallet. That was action packed. Yeah. But when you're at work, you're there to work. I'm not one of these guys who chit chats, and of course you have conversations, but you're there to work, aren't you? You're there to do a job. And standing around with your hands in your pockets, it's my first day. You want to make a good impression, and you just stood for the first 2 hours doing nothing. So I kind of said to the agency, look, this isn't for me. I'm just stood around doing nothing, and then they kind of must have rang up or something because I was actually busy after that. But yeah, overall reflection. Yeah, just see how it goes. Um, yeah, make a decision at the end of the week. Yeah, mixed emotions so far, I would say. But yeah, I'm confident. At the minute, I've got my motivation back. So even if I decide at the end of the week this is not really suited to me, I'm confident that I will get another job. Um, yeah, just see what happens. There's not many people there as well. There was only 8 people on the shift, so. But yeah, I suppose it would be quite repetitive after a while. But then most jobs are. But yeah, we did a reflection on my first day when I was at Aldi, and we do a reflection again here. We see what happens. I've got to say though, with this job, the hours are good because it's Monday till Thursday, 2 till 11, and then Friday you finish at 5 o'clock. So you've basically got Friday off and the whole weekend off, really. I mean, you've only got a 5 hour shift on Friday. Probably won't be picking up as much money as I was at Aldi, but still, depending on national insurance tax, 300 quid maybe. I don't know. It depends how much I get hit with tax and national insurance. But yeah, overall, I just want a regular job. But yeah, I mean, if you're not enjoying a job, there's no point staying. Like money doesn't really motivate me. I'm not rich, I'm not wealthy, but like I'd rather enjoy what I'm doing than picking up. Say like Aldi for example. Um yeah, I wasn't gonna hit the pit rates. I could have easily picked up like two £2,000 more, but like money doesn't motivate me. If you're not enjoying something, then there's no point. Um, yeah, it would just be amazing if I could get a job in Formula One, and yeah, that would be my ideal job. Talking about Formula One and getting paid for it. So, there we have it. First day reflection. We'll see at the end of the week. Yeah, can't really say much more at the minute. We just see at the end of the week what happens. Adios.